We have a brand new hero in Bloons BTD6 that will change the way that you play the game. And this isn't just some YouTuber hype that I'm trying to build you into the video. I truly mean this, because if you've ever followed this channel, I cannot stand Flooded Valley Chimps. It's one of the most random maps in the game. You think you have a great strategy and then it just loses for no reason. It's always different and it drives me crazy. But we now have a tower that allows you to place land towers on water right away with only a small price of, what is it, 825, and I think it's like 900 on chimps maybe. Now, we've always had this ability with the ice, and then recently they made it awesome to where you can just place the ice directly on water. But look at that, cost a few $1,000s to be able to do this, which means in the early game it's going to be kind of difficult to get to this point where you can use towers that you're going to want to use. So having the ability to place a hero down and then immediately place a tower that you can use to attack changes this forever. But before we get too far, and don't forget, I do have a second channel. If you're into long form Bloons BTD6 content, I'm talking 2 hours plus gameplay, challenges, mods, etc. to fall asleep to or just to relax to, check out my second channel, Dabloon. It'll be in the link in the description below. So I'm going to show you how great this is on chimps mode on Flooded Valley. We're going to make it super simple. And what's also cool is I noticed this works on like something like Peninsula too, because just any water map where you had troubles placing towers just because limited space and whatnot, you can now just throw Silas down and make it super simple. But it doesn't have to just be water maps. Silas is actually pretty awesome on his own because he lowers the price of ice monkeys by a ton. As you'll see, we're going to use icicle and pale, and it's going to be, I think it's like $24,000 versus $32,000, which in chimps mode, 8 grand is a lot. So that's amazing right there. Plus you can also just use ice towers better than you've ever used ice towers before. So I mean, strictly you could just go with like an ice tower Silas strat, which is kind of what we're going to do, but just having the beginning ability to place towers down. Because like, what would you normally do here? We're going to throw a boat down, or we're going to throw whatever our hero is, and we're going to start building up. And then you're going to lose on 15 to a pink balloon. And then you're going to lose on 22 because there's too much going on. And then you forgot camo and you lose on 24. But this changes that, and that doesn't happen anymore. You place Silas right here. Look at. You place Silas. Now, Silas isn't the best right off the go. And then the other thing I'm not a big fan of is that it's like icing everything. So that means towers that don't pop ice balloons are going to have trouble, kind of crazy too, which is kind of a dumb choice of me going with this Desperado here, but you'll see later it's going to be awesome. But yeah, he has a really good range, so we can kind of like outrange Silas and pop him before he ices him, which is cool. And then I'm going to get a boomer too. Why? Because who's one of the best cleaner uppers in the game? A boomer. And so when we get to round 15, there shouldn't, I say shouldn't, there should not be any problems. We should be able to take this thing out with pretty much good ease here. Let's see. Yeah, there you go. There's 15. There's the craziness that we usually lose to, but it was actually very simple, and there wasn't even like a loose one there. Now, I'm sure if you ran it through enough times, you'd probably lose at least once or twice, because Silas doesn't seem to be random, but he's kind of just hitting all over the place, and these little things go places. But I haven't had an issue yet, and it's been really simple. So now what I'm thinking is, okay, cool. We got towers that we normally would never have on Flooded Valley. Oh, and not to mention too, they completely buffed this guy. He is just ridiculously strong right now, and it's ridiculous. So I mean, I should do a whole nother video on that alone, but you're going to see how great he is here. They just made all of the Desperados like huge buffs. I think the only one that got kind of a debuff was the middle path, but even the sorry, the bottom path. Even the middle path, which was already ridiculous. Oh, hang on. What are we doing here? Why are we losing? I'm just upgrading random things. I don't even know. We're just kind of going through this. Is that too much? Okay, that time was better. Okay, so we did lose that one round. I'm not sure why. It's something we could probably correct. But you know what? Probably better is probably to not even upgrade the Desperado and just go straight for more glaives, and then we'd probably be chilling like most of the time. But I'm just like excited talking about this as we're going. And it's the 40s that drive me crazy, because if I lose in like the first 20 rounds of Flooded Valley, I'm not too upset. But it's when I have my strategy going and I'm using like Pat and I have a boat, and on 40 he'll push back the Moab, but then on 50 he won't push back the Moab, and you're just like, what are you doing, Pat? And then on 57 he does push back the Moab, but then not the second one, and you're like, what are you doing, Pat? And it's so stressful. And then you have the boat with the planes flying around, and they're like off the map over here, not hitting anything, and just that randomosity drives me crazy. So this changes that for sure, and I love it. So I think now that we got this guy, we do need to take down a Moab. So I'm thinking Big Iron will be pretty cool, and then we do need to fix the fact that he is losing a lot of pops to these leads. So I'm thinking, what, like just an alchemist, right? With just the acidic mixture dip should cause that problem to go away. I think acidic mixture dip makes him pop eyes. I should know these things by now, but I think this should be fine. Now the goal here is to have this guy doing all of our damage. He's all of the cleanup. And then we're going to be using ice towers too, since they're so cheap. We might as well just rock them and get this thing over with. Now I'd like to go twin sixes to take down the Moab. And I think that'll be a good plan. Let's speed this up a little bit here so we can get through it, because we're fine. There's nothing that can get past us. We got everything covered, which that isn't always the case on Flooded Valley, because 37 usually rocks people. It might actually here too, because we don't have that much camo popping. I might use an ability on 37 just to be safe. Let's see here. I'm going to use an ability. Does that do anything? It didn't seem like we needed it, but never be too sorry, or never be too safe, right? All right, so now that we're going to get our twins. Are we going to have twins? Yeah, okay, cool. And then maybe I can even get like Berserker Brew for 15. 15 for 10. Here we go. Oh, dude, have you ever had that happen in your life? And I'm going to use an ability too when it pops out, because what does this ability do? Why did it just yeet everything? It creates a shattering blast of ice around Silas and other ice monkeys spreading out from Silas. Frozen balloons take extra damage. So did I let them get iced first? And that's probably why that went just berserk like that. That was sick. Okay. And now what I want to do is I do want to start putting some ice towers down, because eventually it's going to make Silas like level up faster, right? Yeah, on the next level 8, it'll make him level up faster, which is cool. And then plus the other cool thing is that it's helping with the camo. And then the other cool thing is that Icicles is just solid. It keeps everything going. Now, I thought maybe I'll just go for Blazing Sun, but you saw how I kind of had to fight that Moab. I just don't think that's going to be the best play. So I think maybe now we can do it. Or we should, no. We probably need some camo on this village here too, I'm going to assume here. So we'll get this and make sure everybody's in range. Now I'm kind of thinking like double discount it, because I think I'm going to have to go MIB later. But do I want 2 villages? Probably. Yeah, let's just do 2. I'm planning ahead because I want to go top path, because I have literally 3 primary towers. So top path would be great. But I know I'm going to need MIB for this guy, because he's going to be like our main DDT attacker. So I want to make sure we're good to go there. So I'm going to go with this one. We'll go there, and then we'll go here and here and here. All right. Now I might have bit myself in the butt on that one and like went too hard with it, and now we're not gonna have enough money. Okay, we're good. We're good. All right, so now we just need 18,900, and then we gotta hope that this can get through round 63. Because of course I would like to go for Glaive Lord, but I don't think that's gonna be a possibility. That seems like it's gonna cost way too much money, and we're not gonna have enough in 7 rounds. Definitely not. So here we are on 60, and it's too much. It's way too much. So we do need our Blazing Sun. I don't know what I was saving up for. I was just thinking like, oh, maybe we can. I mean, we could even get Icicle and Pale. Oh, not yet. What level does that happen at? I actually had to ask Supreme Avocado, because I was sitting there and I was like, when did they lower the level? I checked the update notes, and there was no talk of like lowering the price of the Icicle and Pale. And then I looked, and he said, oh, it's because this guy makes them cheaper later on. But when is that? It doesn't even say. It doesn't say. Oh, Ice Monkey tier 5s are cheaper, and you can build a 4th tier 5 of it. You can build a 4th tier 5 of any path? What? I didn't know that. Oh my goodness. Okay, get this thing out of here. What are you doing? Okay. Did you see that? So you can have a 4th tier 5? So why would you do that with ice towers though? Like, I don't know why you would do that, but I mean, that would be pretty sick. Let's see if we can do that later on, if we have enough money for it. I'm thinking like, what if you had 2 absolute zeros? Because then you can like, I think you could kind of infinite stall, right? Is it long enough for that? If you had 2 of them? I've never tried that. That might be pretty sick. Or does 2 Icicle and Pale seems a little too much? And then 2... Yeah, I'm trying to think. Like, I mean, for boss events, maybe you might want like 2 super invittles and then have like 1 here, 1 there or something. But I don't think for this, that would... Oh, wow. We just yeeted those. Yeeted those from existence. I love it. All right. So Blazing Suns is good. And 63 is gone, as you can tell. We had 0 issues. I didn't even notice it. So that's pretty cool. Now, the next thing I want for sure is the Glaive Lord. So let's get to like 74 or 75. Here's 75. And this one, you know, causes problems sometimes, but as you can see, like we're kind of getting them all. And then what's really cool about this synergy, okay, so it's kind of a bummer currently because the ice is like blocking this guy from making some pops, right? Which is, that kind of sucks. Or does he though? He is Blazing Suns. Why did I lose on 75? So here's 75 again, and I think just having Snowstorm here to catch the roundups. It's not even Snowstorm, it's just Arctic Wind, so it wasn't that expensive. Yeah, it's doing pretty good. Yeah, okay. And we don't have this guy, so we should be able to save enough money here. That's a little tough right there. I mean, I'm not using abilities, so I do have that up my sleeve if I need it. But I just feel like we should be able to, like, since with this huge break in this gameplay, as far as having a tower that we didn't have before, I think I should not use abilities to see what we can. Oh, but I want to. Like, it makes it like I just used one. I cheated. I'm a cheater, guys. I'm a cheater. But look, we could also get Icicle and Pale first too. Maybe that's the trick. Maybe we should have done that, and then we would have been fine. Yeah. Because we could always get Boomer or Glyve Lord, whatever, and then we can get the Icicle and Pale. But Icicle and Pale first also would be a solid choice because this guy would have time to clean everything up. We know what our downfall is too. We didn't have to go with this tower. I just went with it because it was cheap. But like literally anything would be decent at this point because this is going to be our cleanup. So we just need a Bloon Taker Outer. So I mean, this one could be pretty solid, or what else could be pretty good? I just need it somewhat cheap, right? Because I obviously, like, if we can get a Mad, which has been buffed too, right, with the Pierce, it would be pretty awesome. But maybe like a top path one of these guys would be cool. That would be pretty strong. That actually might be cool. We might be able to pull that off. But on 85, I can grab Icicle and Pale, and now there's nothing that's going to get past us. We're good to go. By 90, I would like Monkey Intelligence Bureau, which is a lot of money. And I want to get this upgrade, but then I know for a fact we're not going to have that much money for the bad, and we don't really have a bad popper. I haven't even bought Stronger Stimulant yet either. Yeah, I haven't bought the bat. Like, the bad's going to be a problem, so we might have to get like a first strike, but even then I don't think it'll be enough. So I don't even know if we need Absolute Zero, but I kind of want to get it. Something's just telling me to get it. I feel like it'd be cool. And that range is ridiculous, and he's stronger. It makes Silas level up quicker. Like, I don't really see the downsides, because if anything, he's gonna pop him here and they might lose over here. So having this there and his range clearing it to here is a total soft spot, safe spot. And then look at this, like, we're going fast and there's no worries. They're taking out the DDTs like nobody's business. But now how much money are we gonna have? Can we double? If we can double first strike, that's game over. Like, I'm not worried about it. This guy's placed on the bottom, which is, my fault, I guess. But I just thought it'd be a cleaner spot. But now he can't really fight the bad until the end. So all the defense that holds him back is over here instead of here. So if he popped him here, and then these guys cleaned up there, that'd be smarter. But it's not what we ended up with here. But here's 98, $23,000. Not terrible. But I am going to get a first strike, though, because I know we're going to need it. Well, actually, I don't know. Should we try a different tower? Look, this looks scary, but I don't think it's even close to scary because you got this guy cleaning up everything. Hey, dude, look at this go. Oh, my goodness. Okay, 35 grand. Can we beat it on our own? Not even a little bit. I mean, he's doing decent, but let's start using these abilities, too, I guess. We'll freeze it. None of these do anything, but can we get it down to the last? Okay, we got down to the last bit, so that's good. So I think, like, just the first strike would be fine. Can we afford two? We can afford two? Oh. All right, never mind. Don't worry about it. We're good. I'll zap it twice and we're good. I didn't want to have to do that though. Okay, I think we can do this better. And this is really cool. This like in-game thing here is pretty cool. I like that a lot. It looks a lot cleaner than it did before. If we do it this time, but we change it up to a better bottom and top tower. So no Desperado. Like, what if we went just ice? Well, I say that, but I feel like we need something to clean up, right? Like, just something that might hit ice balloons. Like, an ice tower would be cool, but it's really not going to do anything until a few dozen rounds from now, I feel like, because we need it to get to at least the one with the gun, which I think is icicles, right? Or cryo cannon, whatever. We need at least that to do some damage here. 15's not going to work because this ability is not like the best unless they're already frozen. So maybe I didn't think so. I'm trying to just see if we can like cheat by here without spending any money. Build like a really good strategy. Like, let's see if we can do this. I just don't know what we're buying yet is the problem. But no, that's not going to work either. So we need something to attack. How about, I mean, a Dartling would be so sick if we could get this to a Mad like simply. But then how are we going to get there to clean up? I mean, let's give it a go. Let's see what happens here. Are we good? Like, no, I didn't think so. A Dartling on its own is not going to cover it. I mean, I've used this strategy a billion times and it works every single time, so why not keep using it? This is my strategy for like every map, is to go into Elite Defender and then Spirit of the Forest, and then you can kind of just get some ice towers at the end. Well, luckily ice towers are cheaper, so now the strategy is even easier, and this is a beautiful, beautiful thing. Now this usually happens, like it's usually a clean strategy, and then right when you need to upgrade, things get bad, and look, it's going to be right on round 75 where we're going to be getting the money we need for Spirit of the Forest. So there's a good chance we might not be able to make this work, but I just thought, why not give it a go? Like, let's give it a go. And usually you're like, okay, well, you could technically make this strategy work because you could put the guy over here, right? And then you could put the druid over here, but this was super easy in the beginning because the druid was able to help from the get-go. I didn't have to wait till I had the upgrade, so he was able to help on 15, which was nice. Okay. So that was a little rough. I would have used an ability there, but we still beat 75 without an issue, and now I have Spirit. Actually, guys, this might be pretty legit, and then we can get our Icicle Impale, but now my problem is we're still going to have pretty much a bad spot for the later rounds, like the DDTs, and then when it comes to like the bad, right? Because Spirit's not the best for the bad, and then this guy's not really good. He just gets us to a point where we're happy with our lives. And so we do need to come up with something else here. And let me know if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure buying this Icicle Impale is a bad choice too, because now he can't, can he hit these? No, he can't even hit them. Okay, so he's totally wasted. He's totally wasted until we get Monkey Intelligence Bureau. So that sucks. Yeah, look, he goes and then he gets nothing. That's absolutely crazy that that happens. So should I waste it on Monkey MIB though? I mean, we can do that. I guess it's not the worst thing in the world. And then let's see how we do this. I want him on strong, of course. Spirit's going to take everything else. This is a really clean strategy. And it's Flooded Valley, like a terrible, terrible map. So now how do we take out the big dog? We will have enough money. Like, what if we just got Blazing Suns at the end? Like, that could be a thing. And he's going to be MIB'd up too. I mean, I don't see why not. We'll have 18,000. I don't know if by 95 though. That could be the problem. Like, I'm pretty sure on 90 we're going to be okay because we have Icicle Impale. We might be okay on 95 because of Icicle Impale, but it's going to be very, very lucky. So we're going to need this by that round. So can we get it? That's the question. And then I think he could take out the bad too, especially if I like super buff him a little bit, like just give him a little bit of love there. Like right here, right there. Any love? Can somebody give me some love here? I guess not. No love. All right, so 18,000 in 2 rounds, or 8,000 in 2 rounds. I don't think it's gonna happen, but we'll give it a go, guys. I'm liking this, dude. Flooded Valley is like easy now. I took a little trouble to like figure out like what the best course of action would be, but then I'm like, what? Use your brain. Use what always works. Like, why would you change it up if you don't need to? And that's what I did, and now it's working. It's beautiful. So there we go. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now I would like to get I'd like to get one here. So should I get the ice tower then? No, because we do need to take down 100. So I need to save up some money for like an MI, or not an MIB, like a middle path sub or something, just to make sure we don't lose. But dudes, like for real? For real? Like, I'm thinking too, like, what if you just go like all ice? Like, cause this makes me think of that game I was playing, Vampire Survivors, like when these little things go around, and that was like one of the strongest one. I got like this little spellbinder book and it just spun around my guy. That's what it makes me think about. So the ice towers alone of having these little spellbounding powers are pretty sick. Now, if we can take down 98 with this strategy, which I think we can. Okay, it's a little too much, but we have $24,000. So, you know, a couple things we can do here. We can go with our ice just to get more love. But see, I think it was just me. If I would have placed this MIB down here and then put Blazing Suns there. All right, give me 1 second. So I moved Blazing Suns up and this one down, and then I put an Alchemist, both 4th tiers on this, and I'm thinking we can just power through. Like, I'm not using abilities, because the problem is, it's like when you use abilities, it does change up timings. It makes the strategies more difficult. So if you're trying to like follow this along and see what you can use for this, I don't want to use abilities, because if I use it now, it's different from using it 2 seconds later. So I just want to just madhouse these, and we did. Just by adding an Alchemist to this dude, he's that much more brutal. So can he take on 100? That's my question. So we're good on the fortified DDTs. We do have this guy if we need it. This was really easy. Can we do it on our own though? I don't think so. I don't think the sniper's enough for this. Yeah, so we'd have to do this and then take it out now. Yeah, it's too much for it. So what we need to do is, I think we need to have this ready earlier, or just do the good old fashioned timing. But I know a lot of you guys aren't really into that, because I know I'm not into that. but we could. So wait, and then take it. Yeah. So there's that. But again, I'm not the biggest fan. So let's go back to doing this. Let's go to 99 and we know what we need. So let's just add it now. I was just hoping that this was strong enough to take it out on its own, and it's not. So we'll just zap it here. Oh, I went too far. Well, if we hit it now, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. We'll just take it out, I think. Is that it? And then we can, I mean, it's probably better just to time it, because now we're like using abilities and stuff. And we're still maybes. Yeah, I don't like that at all. I mean, it worked obviously, but that was kind of ugly. So I would just time it with that thing. Or what else could we do there besides that? So like use like a better tower probably than Blazing Suns. I just kind of like Blazing Suns. I think he's really cool. I think you should use this strategy. So next I want to show Peninsula, because this is a great map to go on too, because in the past few updates they nerfed Sada, and I used to just solo Sada, put her here, and she would just wreck through the first few rounds, and then you can do whatever you wanted. But now that that's not a thing, you have to go back to like the old ways of, I think this is the start right here. This isn't what we signed up for, but we got to make sure we can get it. I think you put the tail like right at that little lip after that line, you put them on last, and it should get through the first round. It's just like these blues get too overwhelmed right there. Okay, you hit it, so you're good. Okay, then we're fine. And then I think you move them back to strong, place another dart here. Now it's such a waste, and that's your only spot to place towers without having to spend $500. And it's a waste because it only can put, I think 3 max 4 if you do it like crazy good. So what I'm thinking, and what's the strat that you normally go with here? You go with like a sub commander because he's right there, but what do you have to do? You got to remove this. You then got to put an ice monkey, and then you got to, well, now you don't have to remove that if you don't want to. You can just put an ice monkey. You have to get all the way up to Arctic Wind, and then you could place like your alchemist and all that stuff. Well, now we don't have to do that garbage. We can just use Silas. I'm thinking of this on the fly, but I think it's going to work out really well and save us a couple bucks, and that couple bucks in the beginning is going to be actually very helpful on chimps. Let's see if that pans out though, if I'm just full of it selling snake oil here trying to get you to use Silas. But I was the same way with Rosalia. Everyone's like, oh dude, Rosalia sucks, but I'm like, dude, I think she's actually really good. That discount she gives for the planes is immaculate, and everyone was like, no, it sucks, but it's good. It's so good. So we're gonna put Silas here. Now, I think I've been wrong. They're not actually freezing the balloons. I thought he was freezing them all, but he's not, because I can still attack. If they're frozen, see, like the darts are attacking, so it must not be frozen, right? Okay, so can I get all the way to airburst darts? Probably not. Okay, that seemed like a little bit of a lucky draw there. I'm a little offended of using that. But as soon as we can get airburst, we're gonna be okay. There we go. Maybe throw in another dart monkey there just to make that safe. And then we're going to go advanced intel. Yeah, dude, this is a solid plan. Now, here's what we're going to do. It's a little waste of money, but I think it's cool because we're going to have problems with lead at one point, even with the alchemist. So what if we did this? Because look at this guy's range. It's massive, right? Oh my God. I'm just sitting here trying to think about stuff and I'm losing. All right, so what if we did this? We put this here. And then we could put him on strong too. Why not, right? Just have it clean up a little bit. Now our range is all the way up there. So we're getting these, like we're getting the jump on these things. And then we're going to go camo. And then we're going to go up to grape shot and what is it? The lead one. So now we have all of our bases covered early on, and we could start actually buying stuff for him. So this is going to be cool. I'm actually really excited. Okay, so there we go. It's not like this Peninsula map's like the hardest map in the world, but it is cool that we can make it a lot easier without having to spend a bunch of extra money. Okay, so we're good. We're good. And then I think I'm going to throw my alchemist in right now. Yeah, just put him right there. Can I get him there? Oh, wow, that's beautiful. That is so beautiful. Now, the only problem is that when I go to throw the village in, it is going to take up a lot of the space, but I don't really need all that space, huh? Because we're only needed this one alchemist, and then the rest can kind of be placed here. But now if he has that frozen, can I not place? No, I still can place in the water. There we go. That's so cool. So we're going here like that. Now the only downside, well, no, not really even. Because like, okay, so one of the reasons we like Sada is that all we have to do is take down the Moab, and then her ability one-shots all the ceramics, right? Same with Benjamin. All you have to do is take down the Moab and it disappears. So I'm always been into that. So, but Silas, I think the second ability just shreds them all and yeets them all to oblivion anyway, right? So it doesn't really matter. So we're going to do this then. We're going to go 1295 here. Can I get you in range? Like, I don't need the alchemist in range, right? Because we already have our lead popping for later. So we just need that. And we'll go here. And we'll go this one. Are we good? Sort of, yeah. Okay, not bad. Now, one round I'm afraid of is going to be 55 or shoot, even 50. Are we good on 54 here, guys? So can we handle this? Can we handle this? Let's use an ability. We can't handle 54. Oh my gosh. How much more do we need? $4,000. Okay. So I think I probably overbought on this guy, to be completely honest. But what we can do is just throw in another sub and then buy it. We're still going to get it before 63. So it's not like it's terrible. So we'll go like this. Now we should be totally fine. And I should still be able to get 27,000 by 63. Now 60 might be another problem, but we'll figure it out. I think so. Because we're going to need that anyway. So it's not like we're overbuying something. Oh yeah, we'll be fine. We can get 7,000 for sure. And then he'll take out 57. Super clean. Okay. I just thought maybe I overdid it with the alchemist, but I also wanted to make sure we didn't have problems on like 55 or 57 or anything like that. But this beats that too. This is totally chill. And then we're, oh my gosh, before 60? Before 60, we're going to have it? Oh my absolute goodness. Are you serious? All right, let's do it. I like it. Now, I guess we'll just go. I think going straight for MIB is the best here. I'm not a big fan of that plan, but I think it'll be fine. And then what I'm thinking is we'll throw, does he get that discount everywhere or no? That I don't know. That's kind of a bummer. Because what I'm thinking is, oh, but if we put it here, we're still in a good spot. Actually, all the way to here is a good spot. So I could remove that now that we're like later into the game and we already have our base going, because then he'll freeze everything up there all the way at the front. That could be sick. This is kind of absurd, to be honest. Like, this is so much easier than it's ever been. And really, it's because the beginning was easier. And that's really all Chimps is. You got to get that beginning taken care of, and then you set yourself up for the future. It's like investing. It's like life. You know, it's like all these things. You just got to take life by the horns in the beginning. And that's what we did here. And now we only have 2 of these guys. And they're doing fine. Now, should we just go with the wild strategy where I just put I'm honestly thinking about going for preemptive strike, because then we can guarantee like passage of everything else. Or I could literally just put like 7 of these guys down and just do it that way. I mean, the choice is ours, really. We got $42,000. What'd be sick is to go for like a mad. How much do we need for that? 7. Oh, geez, never mind. Just kidding. Just kidding. Let's see how far these 2 can go, because with this one up here, getting the buffs from Silas, and then Silas just being a beast, I think we might be okay. Like, this is ridiculous. Okay, ZMGs are getting a little too close. But not really, because Silas's little frozen things freeze them. Like, it's just absurd. I think Silus is one of the best heroes right now. I mean, as a support for sure. Like, he's not like a powerhouse like Sada used to be or something. But see how I had to say used to be? Sada used to be my girl. We used to go way back, and now she's all right. She all right. But I think we're good. Nope, we hit our limit at $62,000. But couldn't we also get this guy? So I learned that he sucks unless you like barely hit anything on him. So like you want him like right here, because now he can only hit if they're in range, but his range is like really small, I think. Supremus Avocado is trying to tell me how this works, and he's like, dude, if they're in range, it's like a lot less DPS, but if you keep them out of it, I think they're at like, they have to be at his like max range, and I think he's doing really good. We'll see, I guess, if I can just solo it from here, or if he just takes out the bad. But this 97 done. Let's try 98. Is that done too? Because I mean, look, we still have way more than enough space for shattering shells. We have the money for shattering shells, so that's too much. See, I'm not good with this guy. I don't understand him fully. I'm not saying he's bad or nothing like that. But what I am saying is that for all that money I spent, it should have been like a guarantee through all of this. Because with that much money left over like we had, you can get like this guy, Moab Dom, and look, everybody stays up there and you have no problems. So I don't know. Am I just using that tower wrong? Because I'm just not the biggest fan. Like, there's other ways of doing things. Like, we could have also gotten like a super glue and just held everything up front until this guy took it down. Okay, so it does take it down, but we're going to have to like first strike time it. All right, there's some bugs to work out, but you can see how Silas is making like the early game ridiculous here. Just kind of silly. Can he freeze it there? Maybe freeze it. Okay, so that works out. And then he's going to move them all back. So Moab Dom's a good choice. But honestly, too, like we were going with the sub strategy, so let's just do that. Now I think what we're going to do this time is after we buy this, we're just going to go straight substrat, see how many we can place. Because I feel like that's probably a solid choice with the ice here and then Silas and everything and then their buffs. Or it might be actually cool too to get that second ice because that thing's a legit powerhouse. Let's do that. I'm going to do both. Okay, so we're going to grab Icicle and Pale since everything's cheaper. We're going to buy this for here because we are going to eventually be shredding things open like crazy people. So let's do that. 43.20 and then we'll go absolute 0. Because why not? It's $12,000 for a 50. That's ridiculous. And now we have MIB plus we have the sub commander. So we're strong there. We can buy some more here. We have 4, almost 4. Okay. And we can go 5th here. We need everyone to be in range. Now I'd prefer them to be able to see this way too, just in case something does slip by. It is a nice cleanup, but I don't think we need it because what's going to happen is they're just going to shred everything open. All right, so can I put you there? Can I put you there? Okay, there we go. This is sick. I like this a lot. Now there's 5 buddies. Let's go 6 buddies. And then we'll go 7 buddies. Now there is this chance that this will happen because this happens to me a lot when I play this game, is that you think you're good and then all of a sudden something will happen like at the end and you don't get as strong as you wanted. So like I buy a lot of these and then you're like, okay, I should be fine, right? It doesn't work out that way. So we'll see. I'm just going to keep buying stuff and hope that it works. But this guy, they should be strong enough. Yeah, this is 98. And then, yeah, whatever's here, he's going to clean up. Okay, we're fine. We're fine a little bit. I feel like I should have saved up a little bit for first strike, but we should have enough for it too. Maybe we won't need it. Come on, don't need it. 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 I need it. I need it. I need it. Oh, no, no, no. We got to freeze some stuff here. Okay, let's just do this because I need it. But we could also, too, think about it. I have a few left, so I could probably buy a couple more here, and they'll help out. We could also buy something to slow everybody down. We can do that as well. Now we still have that. Look at that. 2 more. All right. Was that 2 more going to help? It is, actually, because as soon as it breaks, I can freeze. I can do this one, freeze it that way, use abilities. Oh, wow. 2 more really made that big of a difference. I wouldn't want to bet like an entire Chimps game on that. So I probably would have gotten a first strike. But just throwing down a ton of those subs are great, actually. Now, lastly, I wanted to test out like just a strategy with just ice. So I have them geared up. This is going to be the middle path. This is going to be the top path. And we might even throw in our second 5th tier one. I think do you have to have all 3 to get the 4th one? Is that how that's going to work? Or can you get like a second one just like you can get a Crossbow Master double? I'm not sure yet, but basically I'm thinking like, let's just go pure ice. But obviously our biggest issue is going to be this first Moab. I don't think we can really do much to it. Even if I use my build, maybe. Oh, actually that's really not bad. Wow. I just iced them. That was sick. Okay. So what else can help then? Because I feel like the embrittlement will help a lot for sure, but I can't just be using abilities every time. So we need something to attack with. I just want to go all ice though. Like I want to see if that's even possible, but who would break them all down? That's what I'm not sure about. Let's see here. But with tier 3 ice, you get a stronger guy too. So maybe we can just get all 3 tiers. But I mean, this is cargo and we're going pretty solid just with this. I'm not like bummed by this at all. So let's go 3rd tier. And then here we'll do the same thing. We'll go 3rd tier. I'm using the smaller path upgrade, like the smaller range ones for all of them, but I think it'll be okay. Now embrittlement for sure on that one. And then should we go snowstorm? Should we just get absolute 0 first? Oh, no. We have to wait for it to be cheaper though. So we can't buy anything just yet. But I think we might be able to stall the Moabs on our own right now because the Bloons are no problem. It looks like even 63 is going to be easy. What if we go like Spirit Ice strat? We'll call it the Ice Spirit. Like that's pretty cool. I'm kind of digging that. Okay, on its own, terrible, absolute garbage. Okay, so we have to use the ability here. Okay, when it uses the ability, it's doof. But now when we get that second Moab, we really can't. We have to use abilities on each one. I mean, it works. It's just not what I was kind of going for here. So what could we get to like actually help out with it for now? We could get a second. No, see, look it. Yeah, dude. If Silas doesn't see it or hit it, that's just not good. It's just not a good tower. So what else could we use here? I mean, a Spirit's not good for that either. We'll put our village here so we can be ready for it later. And then we'll put our Blaze guy here. And then that might be fine. That might just be enough for everything. Give everybody else a little bit of love here. So with the Blazer, I think we can go full ice, no problems. Yeah, dude, I think we're chilling now. At just what level it gets the cheaper ones? Is it 11? Nope. Is it 12? Nope. 13. We got to get to 13. Oh my goodness. Okay. So this is a solid strategy. So basically you just need one attacker and then the rest are defenders because they're strong defenders. Look at us taking Bloons down like it's nobody's business on a straight line path. Yeah, some of them are curving around the corner a little bit, but it's not like it's too crazy. Like we can still attack that way if we needed to. And then this guy just crits everything from the sun. Like that's super sick. Now I'll probably have to get the MIB eater later so we can pop the DDTs, but I mean, for now, so we got it before 75. And honestly, I think 75 is gonna be easy because I think this actually, I think I just happened to pick like the best map for this study because he gets a chance to pop all the Moab class on his own. And then this guy just can be there to shred everything through. So it's kind of goofy. So we'll go Icicle Impale. Well, no, is it 13? Oh, it's 13. Oh, gosh, it's not even ready. I can't even do it yet. So hopefully we don't lose. So it's getting a little close for comfort here. And we're so close to getting our 5th tier. I just don't want to waste them. Oh, I can't buy that one yet, huh? I'd have to wait. I just know we're getting close to a lost spot here. But one more level. Come on, guys. Just beat 78. Oh, it's a little rough. There's just so much ice going here. But see, a lot of it's kind of my fault too. But because I don't think I need an embrittlement yet. I think that's a waste of $3,000. But why would that matter? I don't know because I can't buy it yet anyway. So the only thing I could think of is make maybe an alchemist, which I could still buy now anyway and make this guy stronger. So I probably should have done that. Because now 24,000. Look how much money I just saved right there. That's ridiculous. So I'm going to get this one a little bit buffer because why not? It really screws up the game though when I'm going fast forward with this ice. There's just too much slowing down. That's why I've never been a stall fan anyway, just because it takes so long to beat the game. But then when you throw in like the lags, like this is normal speed right here, and is it lagging on normal speed or no? No, it seems to be okay. So okay, a little bit. You can see a little bit of a glitch, and that's probably the mods. So I reset the game just to make sure, because sometimes it builds up those save files, and it's too much for it. So I think that could be a problem too. But we can go absolute 0. I'm digging this, honestly. I'm just wondering what we should do for our final 5th tier, like just to be cool. I keep forgetting he can't really pop once they get frozen over, right? Doesn't he have to like stop? Or no, not with the alchemist if it's okay. All right, so we're gonna go super brittle. There we go. Now we have 3 5th tier ice and then a 5th tier desperado. I feel like I should get MIB, but I'd rather go top path, but we'll get MIB, even though we have all these primary training ones. Let's just see what happens. This does look a little scary to me that it like does circle around the corner, but it is really cool. Like this is, oh no, that's not gonna make it. Or it is though. Do we have a good team? I'm wondering if we should get like a second ice up here. Like a second, what ice would we get though? That's the question. Should we just get like another absolute 0 so then we can like super freeze everything? That might be a solid plan, actually. I like that plan because everything's stuck. It can't go anywhere. Now the problem with this plan is, of course, once we get to the 0 or the bad, we're going to be completely screwed. But I mean, we'll figure it out. But 95 is going to be kind of fun, right? Look at that. Just stomp them. Stomp them. We almost lost one there, but because we have double absolute 0, like look, you can just freeze it. And then when it comes off of that, you can just freeze it again. I can't tell who's... Oh, because I'm mixing up the Icicle and Pale. I feel like they're both freezing. All right, so we'll freeze. So this guy can keep attacking. I just can't tell who's freezing and if they're unfreezing. But then we can freeze again. Oh my gosh, and then they're ready. They're ready for each other. That is sick. That is sick. We could do that on 98 for sure. Like, watch. You just go freeze... freeze. I need to slow down so I can get ready for these timings though. And then freeze. And then freeze. And then freeze. And then freeze. I don't know if I'm the biggest fan of this kind of strategy, but have you ever just gone all ice before? I don't even know if we had to freeze 90. I gotta test that out. But we can get 2 of these, I believe. So we'll get 1 and 2, and then we'll blast it. Blast it, blast it, blast it. So we'll go 1. Oh, I messed that up. But we can still freeze because we're cool like that and use the abilities and freeze some more and hit some buttons, and that's not going to work. So we'll go back to 99, And then we'll do this for 100. 100 is going to be super simple. It'll be super simple. Just go like this. Do I have less money than before? Okay, cool. So now we're going to blast and then blast. And then remember, we can just freeze. We can just freeze till the end of time. Use all these abilities. Just do it. Who cares? It doesn't matter. And that's really cool. I like that. Okay. So you can go all ice if you want to. I'm really digging Silas. You know what I mean? I think it's a really cool tower. Cool, really cool hero. Let me know below what you think. Let me know below if you think Flooded Valley is going to be way easier. Obviously, I mean, there's not a question about it. It was way easier. Just use the good old Spirit of the Forest, Elite Defender, game over, done. Give it a go. Let me know how it went for you below. And if you haven't yet, check out this video where we find out if we can black border Bloons DD6 with only bottom path upgrades. That's every single game mode with only bottom path upgrades. Is it even possible?